Research is an organised attempt to understand the world. Research methodologies are shaped by different underlying philosophical and theoretical assumptions, or paradigms. Let's think of a paradigm as the intellectual framework that makes research possible. The term comes from Thomas Kuhn's book, The Structure of Scientific Revolutions. As a physics graduate at Harvard, Kuhn was asked to teach a science course for humanities students focusing on historical case studies. He went off and read Aristotle, whose work on motion he concluded was, quote, full of egregious errors both of logic and observation. Yet we know Aristotle was a genius. Kuhn reflected that to properly appreciate Aristotle's reasoning, one must be aware of the scientific conventions, intellectual options and strategies available to people at a given time. Studying these shows how each community of researchers clusters around a shared paradigm. Each has its own philosophical assumptions about what it is possible for us to know and how we can obtain this knowledge. We call this epistemology. It also has its own philosophical assumptions about the nature of being, which determine what we can know to be real and what we can know to exist. We call this ontology. It follows that paradigms are incommensurable. Competing paradigms lack a common measure, so there's no objective way to assess their merits. They use different concepts and methods to address different problems. The dominant paradigm in organizational research is positivism. Here, the goal of research is to provide objective knowledge and develop general principles to explain phenomena. Nowadays, it's probably more accurate to describe the dominant paradigm as post-positivist, a term associated with the philosophy of Karl Popper. Post-positivism advocates that we should come up with formal theories or hypotheses about the world which we can test and then seek to disprove or falsify them. If we fail to falsify, the theory is supported. If not, the theory is challenged. Anomalies begin to build up. Over time, researchers begin to question the paradigm itself. New paradigms are born when an existing one fails to explain these anomalies. A post-positivist approach takes a realist position in epistemological and ontological terms. This assumes that there is a real world or objective reality out there that exists independently of us and that we can have some kind of access to further knowledge about the world using appropriate methods and techniques. If an academic paper does not mention its paradigm, it nearly always turns out to be post-positivist. As you will hear, other paradigms are available. So, before undertaking any qualitative research, consider first the philosophical position of your work, as this has important implications for data collection and analysis.